mister, and I don't think you're... Oh, Pastor. I'm sorry. I didn't expect to find you back here.
I know, George. I don't usually prepare my morning services here. It's just that Mr. Beasley, the custodian, accidentally threw away my sermon.
My lands. Now, that's 3 times, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm trying not to read into it.
You know, I would have made a pretty good custodian, don't you think, Pastor?
You would have made a great custodian, George.
Why didn't they hire me for the job? Wasn't my application good enough?
It was very professional.
I wish I had that job. I'd give anything for that job. This church, well, I'd make it sparkle and shine. I should have had that J.O.B. job.
Calm down, George. I told you the committee voted on it. I had nothing to do with it.
I know. It's just that sometimes I sit up late at night and I think about how I should have had that job.
You know, you really need to be careful with that kind of thinking, George.
Why?
Well, frankly, you're coveting Mr. Beasley's job.
But I should have had that job. I wouldn't have done something stupid like throw out your sermon.
That may be true, but wanting something that belongs to somebody else is coveting.
You're right, Pastor. But I should have had that job. Tell you what, let me help you with finding your sermon.
Well, careful now. It's all dirty in there. Watch out for that...
Ew.
Jelly donut.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, what have we here?
George is kindly helping me find my sermon.
Mr. Beasley strikes again. If I were you, I'd never forgive him. As a matter of fact, I haven't.
Vanita, is this something that we need to talk about?
Absolutely not. Do you realize that last week he actually neglected to add the 6 chairs to my Sunday school classroom again?
Well, you know, Vanita, he has a lot of chairs to set up every week.
If I had that job, you can bet I wouldn't forget those chairs.
He knows how many chairs I need. For heaven's sake, I tell him every week.
It's a conspiracy. I think he does it on purpose. You know, I really should have had that job. I'm just telling you.
Vanita, we need to be forgiving.
I am just too frustrated to forgive him right now.
Well, what I mean is I don't think Mr. Beasley means...
I'm serious, Pastor. No means no. George, haven't you found that sermon yet? Let me help you.
No, now you're going to get all dirty.
Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, I'm sorry, Pastor. Would you forgive me? I didn't see that ketchup bottle there.
Sure. Little ketchup never killed anybody.
What are you people doing? Pastor, you look a bit soiled. I sure hope those spots don't stain.
We're just looking for my sermon.
Again? Pastor, you need to get a lockbox.
He does not do it on purpose.
Yeah, right. That's not what Charlie Thompson told me.
Oh?
Yeah, Charlie says that Mrs. Gray told him that Annette Sawyer saw Mr. Beasley in your office when you weren't there.
Of course, that's how he cleans it.
Oh, yes, but he said that she said that Annette thinks she saw him take something off the desk.
I do not have time to listen to this nonsense.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
And that's gossip. I can't believe that this church doesn't have anything better to do than...
Oh.
Well, will you look at that? A perfectly good ball of glue just thrown out. What is this church coming to?
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, well, who knows?
Pastor, you absolutely have to do something about Mrs. Silverwood.
Why? What happened?
Well, I walked into the ladies' restroom and was absolutely shocked.
Is this something I should know about?
Are you telling me that you don't know?
About what?
Well, she went ahead and bought pink toilet paper. Pink!
And
the committee distinctly voted against it.
there was a meeting on this?
Oh, well, yes.
Well, where was I?
You were out of town.
When?
That's not the point. The point is that she's always doing something that isn't appropriate.
Well, complaining isn't...
I'm not just complaining. In fact, a couple weeks ago, a few of us got together and, well, we came up with a little list of people who are always acting inappropriately.
Cecilia, that's unheard of. You can't go around pulling together a complaining committee and making lists of people you don't like.
I never.
I'm getting pretty good at this.
Hey, look! I found it, Pastor. Your sermon.
Good. Here, hand it here.
What you doing?
What's it about?
Integrity. And it's got a very appropriate title.
Oh, yeah, okay. What's that?
Cleaning out the garbage that pollutes the church.
Now, that's something.
That sounds very appropriate.
Cecilia, maybe you better join them.
Oh,